Hi, this is Kym Watson of Easy Trader. Welcome to an exclusive review of the key economic news events which are due to be released in the coming week. Okay, looking then at the big stories, really what we have is there's a potential whole group of what could be good movers coming out this week, although not all are tradable. Sometimes the good move may be about 15 pips or so, which if, in the style I'm trading of some of these, gives us little in terms of the potential reward compared to the potential risk, so we tend to leave those ones. But let's have a look at what we got. Monday 19th of May, no key figures due to be released. There was a speaker due in the morning, but not seen any massive reaction to that yet. Looking at Tuesday 20th of May, we've got the Australian Royal Bank of Australia monetary policy minutes coming out at 2:30. These could certainly shape up the Aussie for the coming days. It's often looked at to get clues for how things may shape up in the coming meetings, so that will be watched quite closely and can often give some decent moves, although not everyone wants to sit up at that time in the morning if you're based in the UK. But later on we got the UK inflation report due out at 9:30. Now it's given some funny old moves lately. Last time we saw a 34 pip move to the downside just before the release of the news, and then the figure came out, and then we saw about 50-60 pip move up. So it can be quite volatile around that time. Not that frequently does that occur in terms of the big move in one direction. It's normally more choppiness leading into it, and obviously the normal widening of the spreads. But that particular news is very key. There's the analysts expecting a small rise to 1.7%, so any variation could give us a decent move from that. Leading into Wednesday, we got the Japan. In Japan, we got the monetary policy statement. The time not set, and also this is followed by a press conference. Again, no specific time release, so it makes it very difficult to sit up and wait for this news to be released. So I certainly wouldn't be doing it, but it could set the tone for the yen in the coming days and weeks, maybe. Looking further ahead then, in the morning, we've got the UK Bank of England MPC minutes. Now these don't really haven't really given much price action on their own of late because they're so consistent, but of course there may be just things within those minutes which may create a bit of heat in the market. But what has been creating some good moves lately is the UK retail sales. We've had a couple of decent months where the figures have come out significantly more than expectation, and we've seen some decent moves from these, so maybe one way or the other we may get a decent reaction, so we'll be looking to trade that one. Later in the evening UK time, we've got the US FOMC minutes coming out at 1900 hours, 7 o'clock. They again often create some movement. Last time I think we saw about 30 to 40 pips movement immediately following the minutes release, as analysts picked up on the dovish tone, so can create some decent moves from those. Leading into Thursday, we got the Euro French flash manufacturing and services PMI at 8 o'clock. Now if these both come in the same direction, we sometimes get a bit of a continuation, but it's the German figure that comes out at 8:30 with the manufacturing and services PMI. Again, if the manufacturing is positive and the services is positive, we could see a positive move on the euro, and vice versa if they both come negative. So these can set the tone for the morning, more so, as I say, the German figure. Now if the French and German figure come in line as well as the individuals come in line, there's more potential for a bigger move and a bigger trend, as it sets a bigger idea of Europe as a whole. Bearing in mind the German economy is really the driving engine behind it. Then looking a little bit later on, we got at 9:30 we got the UK GDP second estimate. Now second estimates don't generally create a lot of fuss because our GDP is a lot easier to measure than others. Rarely we get a move from this, any variation, and any variation from this will create some movement, but there's not too many people looking for it because it's as I say, they come in pretty much in line, so not expecting to be trading on that. Okay, moving into Friday, no real key figures here. We have got some home sale, US home sales coming out during the day. And actually, we have got the German IFO business climate, but that's sort of been giving us like 10 pip moves, which is not really tradable. It may create a bit of volatility around about 9 o'clock, but it's not really been given any tradable effect, so makes it a non-starter for me. As I say, the new home sales, property in the US at the moment, where the new home sales, the permits, etc., and existing home sales, they all used to be a bit of a mover when interest rates were on the move. But as interest rates are really projected to be at the same sort of levels for a long time, it may be good for the economy to see a bit of growth there, but it's not going to be really picking up and doing much in terms of big movers in terms of interest rate. Okay, that's it for me. Hope you have a great week. It's been Kym Watson. Bye for now.